Executive Director of the Shelby County Chamber of Commerce is Courtney Chapella. Good morning.
Good morning, Johnny. How are you?
Did you not have my mic on?
I hit, I swear.
It's been 2 weeks since I've been here, so you've forgotten how to.
I've been told I have a tendency to double tap. I've been told that. It's a lie, except for maybe that one-time occurrence. Hi.
Good morning. How are you this morning?
Before I screw up anything else, introduce your guests. It's the only way we should go right now.
Well, this morning I have Morristown Matters on air. Good morning.
Good morning.
So why don't you just tell us a little bit about yourselves and your role with Morristown Matters?
So my name is Patrick Diock. I am the president of Morristown Matters. But I will say that, with a group of just four of us, probably titles don't matter as much. We all just work together just to get things done.
Right.
Yeah, and I'm Brittany Green, and I'm the vice president.
Okay. How long have you both been involved with the organization?
I've been involved for almost 9 years now.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been involved for about eight or 9 years, so about the same amount of time.
And we talked about this a little bit off air, but you have to be inspired, or really have a what's the word I'm looking for? Just to be involved in things. So, what inspired you guys to be part of this group?
Well, I got roped in because my best friend was wanting to join Morristown Matters, and she didn't want to do it alone. And I just did it to kind of help her out, and then stayed and haven't left yet.
So we moved down here in 2016 from Fishers. I love the idea of a small town, and I wanted to get involved. So as we were talking before we got started here, I showed up at a meeting to volunteer, and the next thing I know, I was part of the board.
Right.
But have had a lot of fun ever since.
Absolutely. So those who may not be familiar, what is Morristown Matters?
So we're a local non-for-profit made up of pretty much volunteers. We love this town. We focus on building the community and supporting local businesses, helping our families, and creating events that bring people together. We're not a non-for-profit that focuses on making money. We exist to make Morristown a better place to live.
And that kind of lends itself as to what is actually your mission?
So our mission really is to lift up the community. So be a part of the community and engage with the community and provide activities and support that Morristown needs. So we're very focused on the town itself.
Absolutely. And why do you think that Morristown is such a special community to serve?
I think it's the people. I mean, when we moved here, it was such a difference. Moving from a large town to a small community, the people, the schools, and the passion involved, and it's just. I think it's a very special place to live.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
We were kind of talking off air that I've had a lot of Morristown guests on lately, so it's really cool to see that. So, what makes Morristown Matters different than other community organizations?
I think what makes Morristown Matters different is we aren't focused on just one event or a cause. We are pretty good about filling every need that Morristown has or a need that comes to us.
And you talked about that there are four of you, and there's only two of you here. So can you talk about your other board members?
Yeah, so we have four board members, but we do have two other volunteers that help us out a lot. It's Patrick, myself, Amy Sidebottom, and her husband Daniel helps us a ton as well.
Yes, he does.
And Danielle Ebert, which is our marketing and communication chair. And we also have a new treasurer as of last night, and that's Alexis Going.
Okay. She also just joined the football board, so she's going to be a busy lady.
Yes, she is.
So what does Morristown Matters do through the year? Because, I know you have some larger events, but what do you do through the year when there's some downtime?
Do we have downtime?
I don't think so.
I don't think we do.
Any nonprofit has downtime.
We really try to identify areas that we can help out. And we try to work closely with the school. There'll be times where they need help with their food pantry. So I remember taking a flatbed truck to Costco once and filling it up with food and things for their pantry because they were running low. So whatever the community needs, we're there to jump in and to provide help however we can.
Awesome. Are there any projects, programs, or initiatives that you're most proud of?
So one of the things that we're most proud of is the Officer Henry Albrecht Fund. We were able to get that fully funded in less than 2 years, which was coming up with $25,000 to fund it, and we thought it was going to take 3 years or more, and the community just amazed us again with support, and we were able to finish that off this year.
Do you want to talk about what you do to raise those funds?
It's really the community stepping up. So we had this idea to say, once when Henry passed away, we said, we really need to honor this guy because he was such a part of the community and he really embodied who the community was.
Everybody knew Henry.
Everybody knew Henry, and he would do anything for anyone, and behind the scenes, and you'd never even know it. So we said we need to honor his memory. So we came up with this idea. We talked to the family; they were very much on board, and then we did a run, and we really reached out to the community and to the businesses. And the businesses have been just a great support for all of our events, and this one in particular, in raising money for us to do these things. And over the last 2 years, they did an incredible job of stepping up to help us get this thing started.
And you make a day of it with the run, because I attended this year, and you have other things going on that for families to come out and just have a good time.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. So has there been a project, and it may be the Henry Walk as well, that has exceeded your expectations?
Yeah, definitely the Henry Walk. Mm-hmm. Run.
And then can you share a story of someone or a family? And again, we were just talking a lot about that, but that a family who has been impacted by your work.
Yeah, so we have two stories. We talked about it last night, and we thought both of these stories needed to be talked about. One of my favorite memories is a family calling us about a week before Christmas and didn't have any money for their kids for Christmas, and we were able to rally together and get them everything on their list and even have Santa deliver it.
Very cool.
That's one of my favorite memories I'll never forget.
Yeah, I think that's a fantastic memory, and there's so many things we do behind the scenes. Sometimes we get emails from the school. Last year we got an email from the school, and there was an individual whose family had a lot of health problems, and they couldn't graduate because they couldn't pay their book fees, their lunch fees, and their cap and gown fees. So they asked if anyone could help, and we said, let us know the amount. We wrote a check and made it happen, and just because it's just so important. We get so much support from the community is to reach back out and support them.
And a lot of people don't know you guys are doing that type of thing behind the scenes, so that's very cool to hear. So how do you decide where that time and resources are invested? Because I'm sure you get a lot of requests. So how do you decide what things you're going to choose?
We really talk about it, and surprisingly, I think that we wish we would get more requests.
Yes,
right? Because I think we're in a great position that we can support and help more things in the community. We just have to know about them. So, so I think if there's opportunities or thoughts that people have out there, certainly let us know, and we'd love to help out.
Okay, so we're going to talk about the big one next, Derby Days.
Derby Days.
What?
Johnny may be involved a little bit.
I ain't heard of that one before.
Yes. So you guys are kind of the machine behind Derby Days. So what can someone expect if they've never attended?
So Derby Days is just a great event, and at the heart of the event is the Derby Soapbox Derby race. So it is Brittany and I were talking about this right before we started. It's the longest running Soapbox Derby race in the nation, 78th year, and that really is the heart of it and what everything is all about. So we encourage everybody to come out and see that. In addition, we have a great small town parade, right, with the fire trucks and the marching band and the kids, and we have a Prince and Princess contest, and they'll be in the band, which is really exciting as well. And then after that, we have a whole festival out at the Morristown Community Park. A little bit different than last year, where we were up by the school, where it's a little bit cramped. We moved it out to the park this year. We'll have, I think, 40 vendors. We have 5 or 6, 7 food trucks. We have bounce houses for the kids. We have laser tag this year, face painting.
There's a flag football tournament.
There's a flag football tournament, right?
I had to throw that in.
Yes, I think it's exciting. And there's other events, and then we have 2 bands, Dog Days, and Broken Reins, who are playing at night. We have a foam party for the kids. We have a beer tent this year we didn't have last year. But what I think is really cool about all of this is that we don't charge anybody to do any of the activities. So a lot of other festivals, you'll come and you'll have to pay $5 to go in the bounce houses. We don't do any of that. So if you want to come play laser tag, come play laser tag. If you want to bring your kids, jump in the bounce house, do that. And because of the support of the businesses, we don't charge for that.
Perfect.
Can't forget about the fireworks show too.
I was going to ask if you were doing fireworks this year. Yes.
Thank you.
And you kind of alluded to this, but what makes this event so special year after year?
What makes it special to me, as I've been coming since I was in 3rd grade, is just it's a big family reunion, and it's all focused around the community and the kids, and it's just a special time to be able to catch up with family and friends that you haven't seen in years. So.
Because people do come back for Derby Days.
Yes.
They may be long gone from Morristown, but at Derby Days, everybody's back at Morristown.
It's definitely a homecoming, especially during the Morristown Area Chamber of Commerce Adult Night.
Yeah. I was going to mention that in a little bit. So, are there any traditions, and again, you've kind of alluded to this, or favorite moments that people look forward to every year?
I think definitely the race. The parade, I think, is our biggest.
Yeah.
Everyone loves the parade. It is mighty for as small of a town as we have. It usually takes 30 to 40 minutes just to get down that little strip of 52. And also, the adult races is very, very popular as well.
So the Morristown Chamber does the adult races the Friday night before.
Yes.
There is information on the Morristown Chamber Facebook page if you're interested.
Perfect.
In that,
I do have. Can I?
Go for it, Johnny.
I know it's on air.
you've been
I don't want to stick you
good.
guys
You're
without warning you ahead of time. I have 2 complaints. One, no one has ever looked as bad as me. I was in the initial adult race. No one has ever looked as bad as the Giant FM car did that day. I'm still ashamed after all these years have gone by.
Did you come in last, Johnny?
I barely crossed. You know how some people are worried about hitting the hay bales?
Yeah.
I barely got across the line.
But you finished.
I was thrusting forward, trying to get
Is there
across.
video of this somewhere?
There is, actually.
Now I've got to find this video.
Never mind. I'm
We
not
may
telling you
have
where
to
to find it.
put that on our Facebook page.
The second complaint, it's not so much to you folks as it is to the Shelby County Republican Party, who I know they've got the flag back in it this year.
Yes.
Yep.
They throw candy, but they throw it to the point that I'm calling the Morristown police. Assault charges could be filed. That candy has velocity.
It does.
And it comes not at an arc so you can reach out and softly try to catch it. No, it comes at me like it's rocks at evil rabid dogs. That's what it comes. So those are my 2 complaints. My 2 concerns go into the
Those suckers really get people.
Yes,
Talking
they do.
about the candy, though, I mean, you talked about how mighty it was. Like the first, my
There's a
kids
lot
have
of
been in
candy.
it the last
Yeah, a lot
several
of
years,
candy.
so we haven't received candy.
Uh-huh.
But when I took my kids, I mean, they would come home with bags,
Yep.
Bags
of
full.
Yeah, they
candy
would.
because people just are very gracious when they're throwing out.
Very
I
much
think
so.
last year we had so much candy left on the street because the kids could not grab anymore.
Yep.
Yeah, and to kind of talk about that, like the stuff behind the scenes, they have to send the street sweeper down to get the
Yes.
candy out so that
They
they
do.
can send the cars down the hill.
Yes.
They do.
Yes. So, do you either one of you have a favorite Derby Days memory?
So mine comes when I was in middle school. It was the first year that they actually had it at the park. There was a big carnival. They had shuttles back and forth. We had so much fun going to the ride, going to the race. So that's kind of why we're trying to make it bigger at the park is, let it be bigger. Let these middle school kids that don't really have much to do during Derby Days be able to do stuff and have some fun.
You mentioned shuttles. Are you going to have that available this year?
Yes, the Morristown Boys and Girls Club is offering the free shuttles again. And then we also have the Hometown Hop-On golf carts
Nice.
coming as well.
Perfect. And where will those be dropping off and picking up at? Do you know?
We have several locations, and we do have a map posted on our Facebook page and our website. I think there's 5 stops. And it's at every major event or location near the event that's
Perfect.
happening.
Do you still need volunteers for the event?
Absolutely. Yeah, we could certainly use help with parking. We could use help with setup. So if people want to let us know, they can send us a message through our Facebook, or they can email us at morristownmatters@gmail.com, or they can go on to our morristownderbydays.com website and put a volunteer tag in there too.
Perfect. Are there other volunteer opportunities throughout the year that people can get involved?
Lots. We are always looking for volunteers. We're always short. it's just 4 of us, and our spouses help. They're amazing.
They get voluntold often.
Yes, they do. And of course, our kids get wrapped into it
Absolutely.
too. But yeah, we are always looking for people with fresh ideas that want to help. Yeah.
We also didn't mention we did a ribbon cutting for you guys.
Yes.
That was
months
very
ago. Do you want to
exciting.
talk about that? Because that hasn't been.
Yeah, that was our microchip scanning station, first ever in Shelby County. It's something I'm really proud of. We have a loose dog and cat problem in Morristown. It's very obvious by our
If you're on the
community
Morristown
page.
community group, you're always saying, "Is this anybody's dog?"
Yes.
Yep.
So I know that it has helped at least 3 people get their dogs back. We are working to improve, maybe adding a kennel. We have to jump through some hoops a little bit to be able to get that moved, but we are working on getting that. So like if I were in a rush to get to work, but I found a dog, I would be able to scan it, be able to call the person and put it in the kennel and say, you can come pick it up.
Nice.
When you get off work, your dog's not in danger, that type of thing. But that's in the works to add for possibly next years to come.
Do you want to talk about where the scanner is located?
Yeah, it's at the Morristown Fire Department, right in the front. Very big sign out there.
With instructions on how to use it if
Yes.
you're not familiar.
And there's even papers with even more details if you're having problems. And then our number is always on there. You can always call for questions, or if the scanner happens to say, oh, the battery's dead, just give me a call and I'll come out there.
So if how can local businesses support Morristown Matters?
So every year we reach out to businesses to see how they want to participate with us, and they can participate in events, they can support in events. We also have programs where you can do a whole year worth of events. So certainly reach out to us if you have people who want to volunteer, if you want to contribute, if you want to be a part of it. Reach out to us and let us know. The more we could have that, the better these events will be.
Absolutely. What advice would you give someone who's thinking about volunteering but haven't taken that first step?
I've come to a meeting.
Just do it. I mean, I remember just showing up, not knowing anything about it, and just have had an absolute wonderful time over these last 8-9 years. And just it's a great group of people, and we have a lot of fun doing it. It is a lot of work sometimes, but it's also very rewarding.
Okay. What are your goals for Morristown Matters over the next few years?
So really, it's just to continue doing what we're doing and to grow. So we want to make our events bigger and better, so that the community can have more things to do and really be a part of it. And we want to continue to grow the Henry Scholarship. We want to continue to grow Derby Days and focus on the Scouts and the Scout race. And we have some ideas of other events that we might do throughout the year, but really it's just to continue to grow and make these things better.
Are there any community needs that you'd really like to address in the future?
What we're thinking about right now is what other areas can we focus on. We look at Morristown Community Park. It's a beautiful park. They've done a wonderful job there. Is there something that we could do with the stage, for example? We did the Hometown Hero banners, and those were very popular. We've also thought about ways to make those more permanent, because sometimes the semis hit them as they go through town. But those are probably 2 of the bigger things.
Yes.
If you could accomplish one big thing for Morristown, what would it be?
I would say more community involvement. We'd like to inspire more people to volunteer, get involved with their community, and help these kids make some core childhood memories.
And if you haven't come out to one of the events, come out to the events,
Right.
because they're so much fun for everyone. So just the more people who can come out and participate, the better.
Absolutely. And we kind of alluded to this earlier, but what role do partnerships with other organizations play in reaching your goals? I know for me, I'm on the football board, and we've partnered with Morristown Matters to do things.
We are
how-
so thankful for the
Absolutely.
football team. Derby Days would not happen without the Morristown Youth Football League.
Well, shout out to Amanda Warren, because she's
Yes,
the
she
person
is.
behind that.
Yes, they come every year and help set up banners. They do whatever that we need, and they also come and they do the grungy, dirty work, which is dumping the trash in the dumpsters. Picking up all the tables and the chairs and loading them for us. And we also always have to thank the Morristown Area Chamber of Commerce because they do everything on Friday night. They put a lot of hard work into that, and that's an amazing event.
It's a great event.
Absolutely. So how has Morristown changed over the past several years, and where do you see it heading?
How's Morristown changed?
Yes.
I've only been here for 10 years, and I think it's a great community, and I think there's opportunity for us to continue to grow these events and to get more people involved, and I think there's a lot of passion there. And you know what I would always say is, if you have a passion for something and you think, oh, this is not the way I would do it, come out and help, because we're always looking for ideas. We're always looking for people to engage and do the things that they want us to do, so we can make this better.
Absolutely. Do you have anything to add to that?
I don't think so.
Okay. So where can people find Morristown Matters online?
Facebook is a major one for us. We did launch a new MorristownDerbyDays.com website. We are working on a Morristown Matters website currently, and that'll be our main focus after Derby Days.
And shout out to Danielle for putting those together.
Yeah,
She's done an amazing job.
She has spent hours and hours and hours on our website. When you go to it, you can tell it's amazing. But yeah, just Facebook, Instagram. I think those are the only two that we have.
Okay. Is there anything that we haven't talked about you'd like to share before we hop off?
No. Thanks for having us.
Thanks for being on air
Yeah,
this
appreciate
morning.
it.
We appreciate it.
Take a break. Second half of things, we'll take a look at the upcoming chamber calendar.